Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It is a Simulation Football League's Week 2 action between the Denver Nightwings and the Sioux Falls Sparrows. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Lane, and alongside me in the booth is Mr. Wade Phillips. Jason McGee is in the stats truck. Our producer is Cameron Irvine. Wade, these two teams are 1-1. Coming off a win, both of them. What do they have to do to win 2 in a row?
Definitely both coming off a win, and really to get the victory tonight, they both need to limit the turnovers. Eric Price had 5 interceptions last week, and Julian Tyree had 2 interceptions. Meanwhile, the defenses together both caused, Sioux Falls caused 6 interceptions, and Denver caused 3 interceptions. So it'll be a matchup of high-powered passing games, and we'll see which team breaks first.
I do agree with that. Both quarterbacks last week combined for 3 touchdowns and 7 picks. And you have to know that guys such as, AJ Levy, Ringgold, Isaiah King, Ron Hove and company have to be licking their chops as the Nightwings are the visiting team, and they will call it. It is going to be tails for the Denver Nightwings.
And really, it'll be a matchup of special teams as well, because both these return games are very prolific in the touchdown category.
Yes, sir, as Riley Quintero is actually going to have first chance at this one. A very cold Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 33 degrees, feels like 18, and the weather's going to actually dip, folks. By the third quarter, I'm going to be a popsicle here in the booth. Sioux Falls has it in the tee, and we are on their way. Quintero from the 5-yard line. Past the 20, past the 25, and finally stopped at the 27-yard line. As we are quickly going to introduce you to the Denver offense. Eric Price is the quarterback, second year in the league. Bailey O'Shaughnessy and Ari Mills in the backfield. Receivers are Bryce Battle, Adrian Ellis, Riley Quintero, and Logan Keel. The tight ends, Jeremy Mosley and Brian Murphy. They also have the rookie guard, Randy Fatt III, at 6'8", 320 pounds, to support in the run blocking and the pass blocking as well. 4 receivers. First play for Eric Price. He's going to throw. Price checks it down to O'Shaughnessy, and O'Shaughnessy will lose 5 yards on the play as the Sioux Falls Sparrows have a strong start on defense.
Sioux Falls had that snuffed out right from the beginning. They must have seen something in the build up to this game that may have teed them off, and they saw it and read it and reacted and got the stop for a 5-yard loss.
And again, 4 wide receivers here in the formation. Look for Bryce Battle in the slot. Play action pass is going to be a deep throw, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Trying to go to Ari Mills. One-on-one coverage is good for the Sioux Falls Sparrows, as we are going to introduce you to their defense. Bill Markham and James Kelly are the defensive ends. Corey Dobbins and Ray West, the undrafted rookie defensive tackle. Jason Strongbow, Nick Fargo, and Derek Williams are the linebackers. Corners are Ernest McCray, the senior. John Barnhart, Nathan Barnett, and Terrell Davis. Safeties are Jay Ringgold, and one of the best of all time, A.J. Levy, at strong safety. Another full wide receiver set here for the Nightwings. They're going to throw deep, and the pass is going to be caught, and it's behind the defense. Past the 40, past the 35, past the 20, and he's going to go. Touchdown, Denver. Well, we'll see. Yeah, touchdown, Nightwings, as he was showboating before he got to the end zone. But wait, this is what makes this Denver offense so dangerous. They've been in the championship game multiple times. Even though they lost a few yards in the first and second down, they burn you deep here for a touchdown.
They do. They start out with the run plays to kind of lull Sioux Falls into a false sense of security, and then they go right over the top on the post route, and then Logan Keel just breaks a few tackles and then just showboats right in to the end zone for the touchdown, the huge touchdown. And now Denver off on to the races with a 6-point lead, barring the point after.
Elbowing right in Terrell Davis's face. You have to know that he's going to want some payback on him later on in this game, as
Absolutely.
the kick by Matt Fennick, 4th-year guy. 2nd year with the Nightwings after the departure of Kramer Jackman a couple of seasons ago, the Hall of Famer. This extra point is good. And 7-0, the visiting team on their first opening drive.
So Denver starts off with some fireworks. just to lead this ball game with a touchdown. So definitely Sioux Falls needs to come up with something to respond, at least with some points here on their opening possession.
And AJ Levy is going to have a shot here. He was one of those defensive players who got burned deep in the previous play. See if he can get some payback. It's going to be fielded inside the end zone, past the 15, past the 20, and stopped at the 23-yard line. We'll introduce you to the Sioux Falls offense. The Hall of Famer Julian Tyree is at quarterback, 13-year man. One-time All-Star GP Wells and Charlemagne Cornelius are in the backfield. AJ Warren, Terrazas, Aldila Presiner, and K. Marion are the wide receivers. Tight end is a rookie, Cesar Ackerman. And the guard is Moose Mitchell, also a rookie, 6'4", 313, second-round pick out of Boise. Heavy set here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. They're going to hand the ball off. A lot of room. Past the 30, past the 35, and finally stopped by Isaiah King at the 36-yard line. First down.
On that play, great just blocking up front by the line. It looked like G.P. Wells actually might have gotten out ahead of a blocker just a little bit too much and ended up getting tackled by the defender when he could have maybe waited just a little bit, let that blocker spring him. But hey, big gain, and now first down and 10.
Playback's formation, two wide receivers here for the Sioux Falls offense. 4-3 defense by Denver. Julian Tyree is going to pass the ball. It's a shallow cross and is going to be a completion. The Denver Nightwings defense, Marlon Marshall and Hugo Reynosa are the defensive ends. Gene Benassi and Igor Barvatov are the defensive tackles. Adam Wiseman, Jose Fuentes, and Juan Mississippi are the linebackers. Corners Ron Hoff, Nick Kindler, and Ross Casantagria. The safeties are Isaiah King III and Josh Vasquez, two-time All-Star. Shotgun formation, three wide receiver set here for Tyree. The pass to the outside is going to be caught for a first down to the 48-yard line.
It's a good play by Sioux Falls early on to get that out route started, get the first down, and they just continue to drive. Sioux Falls has been fairly methodical in the drive, starting with the run play that, got them pretty good yards and then continue to throw it. So we'll see how balanced they want to maintain this drive to see how far it can take them.
Goal line set here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows, an I formation. It's going to be Julian Tyree. He's going to swing it out to GP Wells, who has got some room past midfield. Spin moves again. Gets to the 46-yard line of Denver side of the field. It's going to be a 2nd and 4. These two teams combined for 5 championship appearances. Two of the winningest franchises in the SFL. Last season, a couple of seasons back as well. Sioux Falls not the best of years, but they're trying to right the ship.
Absolutely. Both of the teams very prolific in the championship matchups, and really it'll be interesting to see how well they do this year.
Strong power I is going to be GP Wells. Has some space. GP Wells past the 30, past the 25. Isaiah King chases him down at the 22-yard line, but Sioux Falls has another first down. And is the change of pace. Sioux Falls got intercepted plenty last week, so they're relying more on their star running back, GP Wells.
They are. The rookie, the first-round third pick overall in this season, has done very well and just continues in this ballgame, continuing to involve him early and often, and it's paid off so far.
GP Wells last week, 18 carries for 105 yards, had a score, and his longest carry of the game was a 48-yarder. Another goal line set here for the Sparrows. Back to the swing pass. GP Wells, another successful spin move, gets 7 on the play to the 15-yard line into the red zone.
Tell you what, Ramos, GP Wells is making that spin move look very lethal because he's made quite a few defenders miss already in this ballgame, and it's only in the first quarter.
Split backs formation, 2 wide receiver set, 4-4 defense for Denver. And the pass is going to be inside. It's a shallow cross and a nice throw to the 10-yard line. That is going to be Terrazas with the second catch of the drive. And they're going to call it a 1st and 10, not a 1st and goal. So technically Sioux Falls can get a first down.
That was an amazing job by Julian Tyree to thread that needle because he had to fit that into a tight window.
Strong power I formation. 3 backs in the backfield rather. It's going to be another handoff, GP Wells, and this time Adam Wiseman is right there to make, Jose Fuentes is right there to make the stop. Second down.
That time it was 2nd and goal, inside about the 10, and now it's second and goal from the Denver 11, so they just need 11 yards to pay dirt, and we'll see what they can do on second down.
Heavy set again. So 22 personnel. Handoff. GP Wells is going to break a tackle and gets into the end zone. GP Wells, touchdown, Sioux Falls.
Doing the Dirty Bird celebration. Love it. GP Wells showing some power on that run, breaking a tackle and dragging him into the end zone for the touchdown. The rookie early gets the touchdown, and Sioux Falls on their way to tying this ball game up at 7 apiece.
Historically, if you're new to the SFL, number 21 has been one of the best numbers for running backs in SFL history. You're talking about guys like Ezekiel Love, for example, Warren Murray, Phoenix Jones, shameless plug right there. And GP Wells wants to be one of them.
Yeah, those are some lofty players right there.
The extra point by Sioux Falls is up and good, and it's 7-7. First couple of drives by both teams resulting in touchdowns. If you just joined us, Denver scored on their first drive on a huge throw to Logan Keel, deep post route, and Sioux Falls methodically drove their way into the red zone and capitalized with 7 points on their own. As Black is gonna kick it away. Quintero returning it past the 25 to the 27-yard line. And the Denver offense will be back on the field. And wait, Sioux Falls had a great couple of first and second down. They stopped O'Shaughnessy for a loss of 5 yards, but then it was a deep post route. But they were humming. They're very aggressive right now.
They are, and we'll see if they maybe back that off if they continue to go over the top, but we'll see how it continues.
3-4 defense showing here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. High formation for the Denver Nightwings. They're going to throw another deep pass, and the pass is intercepted this time and being returned past the 40, past the 30, past the 20. Can it be a pick six? No, it cannot, but it gets to the 14-yard line, and guess who? Terrell Davis, who got showboated in his face on the previous drive, gets the interception and says, how about that?
You said it, partner, because he took that and ran it with some just determination to pay them back for the disrespect he must have felt that the wide receiver caused, but that time took the interception, ran it all the way back to the 14-yard line, and now Sioux Falls very much threatening inside the red zone.
Terrell Davis on a complete island against Logan Keel, and number 34 wins that battle. 3 wide receivers set here for the Sparrows with 2 backs in the backfield. Julian Tyree is under center. Tyree is going to throw. A lot of time. Runs out of time now and gets sacked for a loss of 5 yards as the linebacker it's actually defensive end Marlon Marshall, 4th-year man, gets the first sack of the game for the Nightwings.
It's a really good job by Denver's defense to get the coverage sack because looked like Julian Tyree just couldn't find the open receiver, and the defense eventually got to him.
Another handoff. GP Wells breaks a tackle, cannot get off the second man, though, and it's going to be a third and a long 13 yards to go as One Mississippi makes the stop. And, for Sioux Falls here, Wade, the field has shrunk on them. It's only 17 yards to pay dirt. I will not be shocked if they kind of just dump it underneath and try to get the yards after catch for a first down.
Absolutely. Just let your playmaker make a play. Lead them open and let them see what they can do.
Shotgun formation here for Julian Tyree. Tyree passes it, and it's going to be incomplete. A great defensive play right there by Ron Hoff, the 5th-year guy, previously with the Mavericks, also with the Chicago Wildcats back in the day. Just all over the out route, and Denver gets half a stop.
Absolutely. The long 6'2" Ron Hoff got his hand on there, got his mitt on the ball, knocked it down, and that's definitely a play that Denver needed to get the stop, to force the 4th down, and Sioux Falls now has to make a decision. Do they do it on 4th and 13? I wouldn't, and just like they're doing, settle for the field goal.
Yeah, not a bad play call. I don't disagree with that with Sioux Falls, considering the fact that these safeties are very dangerous. You have Josh Vasquez back there, 8th-year guy, 2-time All-Star. You don't want to test those guys as the kick is up and good for Sasto Black. And the Sioux Falls Sparrows get their first lead of the game, 10-7.
And that was Well played setup by the defense of Sioux Falls to get that great field position for their offense, and then the offense pays it off with 3 points. They would have liked to have had 6 right there, but hey, 3 points. Hey, that gets you ahead on the scoreboard and sets you in a good position.
And most games in the SFL are decided by one score. Every field goal, every extra point, every touchdown you can get is huge. Black gets the kick away. It's going to be returned by Quintero for the 3rd time in this game. Quintero has some space and gets to the 28-yard line.
So far, special teams have been able to limit any big returns by these prolific returners, but game is still young. We'll see what happens later on.
We'll see if Denver elects to run the ball to O'Shaughnessy a little bit more here in this drive. They're not going to do it here as they go in a gun straight formation. 4 wide receivers and a tight end. 3-2 defense here for the Sparrows. To throw, the pass is going to be inside. Caught, Logan Keel to the 42-yard line. And that matchup is going to be spicy all game long, Wade. It's going to be Logan Keel against Terrell Davis.
You said that you summed it up perfectly. Spicy is a great word for it because Terrell Davis is a very, very good defensive back, and Logan Keel has shown in this game already that he can be very explosive and make those big splash plays.
Terrell Davis, even though he's the number 2 corner in the depth chart, he is the only corner in this team who's been in the All-Star game, and he's been there twice, including just last season. 3-4 defense, and the run goes to O'Shaughnessy, and he just gets nailed for no gain. On the tackle was Biff Markham, the defensive end.
It was a good run stop by Biff Markham on the line. The defensive end getting the stop, and Bailey O'Shaughnessy had no room to run. The defense doing a great job to fill the lanes and get the stop.
Look at this safety creeping underneath. Let's see if we see a post route or something. To throw, the pass. No, it's just going to be a quick out. Mostly, they're going to rule him in bounds. A pickup of about 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 6.
3rd and medium. Now we'll see what they do, because that time the out route didn't have much room to run, which he threw him out pretty much to where he had to run out of bounds. But now we'll see Eric Price, see if they try to throw it on the medium distance and see what they do.
Another 4 wide receiver set. Look at the post route with Logan Keel. They may just like to do a quick out. It's going to be a pass deep, and the pass is going to be caught. That is going to be Bryce Battle with the 1st down as Eric Price converts another 3rd down. And last week he was 31 of 39 overall, 349 yards. The only bad thing was those 5 interceptions. Otherwise, he was sensational last week.
Absolutely, partner. 5 interceptions. You never want to see that as a quarterback. But right there, the corner route was targeted and was completed perfectly and set up the 1st down.
4 receivers. Eric Price to throw. Price checks it down to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy gets corralled immediately by 2 guys. Gets only 1 yard on the play. O'Shaughnessy last week, pretty quiet game. 15 carries, 55 yards. Did have a touchdown in a winning effort against Louisiana. Denver won that one 31-17. And, he was just a great, replacement to one of the greats of all time. And doing his thing.
You said it, and also huge in the receiving game as well.
I was obviously talking about Jared McChesney, one of the best wide receivers the league has ever seen. As Logan Keel is not going to get a 1st down. He gets the catch, but Terrell Davis is right there on the 1st down marker. It's going to be 3rd and 1 with the ball at the 20. And wait, this is why you have 2 backs in your backfield, right? You have Bailey O'Shaughnessy and you have Ari Mills. Just give it to one of them.
That's absolutely correct, because now you can really go power like they're doing and force the issue.
There it is, O'Shaughnessy, 1st down and more. To the 15-yard line. The tackle is finally made by the defensive back. I don't think it was A.J. Levy. My apologies. Couldn't see the number very well. But either way, it's going to be a 1st down at the 15.
I didn't quite see who got the tackle either, unfortunately. But they got the stop. Unfortunately, it was past the 1st down marker, 1st and 10.
Look top of the screen on the out route. Eric Price, play action. Top of the screen. Out route is going to be caught by Quintero on his first and goal. A great call right there by the offensive coordinator, and a first and goal by the Nightwings.
They did exactly what we called, because you saw the mismatch, and then they targeted it and got the first down, first and goal, and very much threatening on the 5-yard line.
It's a one-on-one far side of the screen. You have the wide margin, and you like that matchup. Strong power I formation. Eric Price throws it to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy's want to walk it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And that's that's Bailey O'Shaughnessy's third receiving touchdown in 2 games. Last game, 2 receiving touchdowns. This game already getting started with 1 on the little swing out. Got him, touchdown. And now looking like we are going to get a lead change. Denver taking the lead, about to make it 14-10. Very much Sioux Falls has to respond in a big, big way.
O'Shaughnessy last week, 8 grabs for 56 yards. And those 2 touchdowns that you mentioned, as Eric Price is starting off extremely hot, even though he did have that interception. Terrell Davis got him. A huge throw to Logan Keel, and this one to Bailey O'Shaughnessy has him in the positive side of the touchdown interception ratio for this game, as the kick goes in for 1 more, and Denver leads 14-10.
We've got ourselves a ball game. This was we had this penciled in as quite the matchup, being 1-1, and both teams coming off a victory, and it has lived up to the hype.
Over-under for this game was prognosticated as 45.5, and we may get a little bit over that. We are already at 24 points. Who knows, though? I mean, the Mexico City-London game was just crazy fireworks, and then in the second half, it just got a little bit quieter as A.J. Levy is going to return this to the 26-yard line. But so far, the offenses are playing extremely well.
They are. And really, we've seen some stops and some plays by the defenses, but really, the offensive have been firing on all cylinders.
Last week, Riley Quintero had 4 grabs for 54 yards. He's a good receiver coming off the slot. He makes his money returning kicks and punts, one of the league's best. This pass is going to be a deep post route, and it's going to be caught. It's going to be caught right there by K. Marion. And K. Marion, Wade, is top 20 in the league in receiving yards, but has yet to catch a touchdown, excuse me.
Yes, and really, wants to get one tonight. She's definitely just chomping at the bit, trying to get herself into the end zone and get a score, because, I mean, to have that many, just, she wants it.
This Sioux Falls team, man, they've always had great deep threat wide receivers. I remember way back in the day, before your time, Jordan Jennings and A.J. Warren. As another deep post is going to be incomplete. Isaiah King this time almost got it.
That time, Isaiah King III read that to perfection. Just couldn't quite come down with the interception. But, hey, knocked it down, and it's 2nd and 10. Live to fight on another day. Sioux Falls near midfield, and we'll see what they can do to try to get this first down.
Yeah, obviously, A.J. Warren has been in the league for a while, 8 seasons. But he's one of those great receivers the Sioux Falls Sparrows have had in their history, as Jillian Tyree is going to swing it to G.P. Wells, and Wells is going to get about 5 on the play, make it a manageable 3rd and 5.
Very manageable 3rd and 5. And before this drive, G.P. Wells had 5 carries for 50 yards, so that's 10 yards per carry. I mean, if you can get your running back to get 10 yards per carry, you're going to have a good day.
Yes, indeed. 4 receiver set here for the Sparrows offense. Single back, and it's going to be on offsides. Free play. Julian Tyree is going to check it down. Wells has a first down either way and gets out of bounds at the 36-yard line. This penalty is going to be declined.
Absolutely going to be declined. You said it. And really, that screen, they've done it a few times, and it looks like it's working to perfection. GP may have just outrun his blocker just a little bit, but hey, when you've got a free play like that, you're going to try to get everything you can.
Well, in that case, the offensive lineman has to run some parachute drills.
Yeah.
He needs to get some gassers in. I know he outweighs GP Wells by probably about 100 pounds, but still.
Yeah, no kidding.
Split backs formation, 3 wide receiver set here for the Sparrows. Nickel defense for the Denver Nightwings as Julian Tyree is going to pass. Is going to be caught. Almost Ross Casentagria picked him, but it's going to be Dilipri Sr. with a 5-yard pickup.
That could have been disastrous for the offense, but hey, wasn't, and now they got a 2nd and 5 coming up, and on the out route got 5 yards. I mean, if you can get 5 yards on a play that happens a lot, you're in a good position.
End of one. We have a good one, folks. Nightwings 14, Sparrows 10, but the Sparrows are moving and deep into Denver territory. Is the SFL on Twitch. Back here in very cold Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Man, I'm not accustomed to this weather. As we have a 2 tight end set, it's going to be a run. GP Wells, and Wells is going to be stuck in the backfield. No gain on the play as One Mississippi makes the stop.
That average has gone down a few yards just due to not being able to get something started on this drive because the Denver defense has been playing strong at the point of attack and getting these stops.
Shotgun formation. Tyree to throw. Tyree throws deep, and the pass is going to be caught behind the defense. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. Julian Tyree is dealing right now.
Absolutely just dropping dimes. That time, it was to Kay Marion. She gets her first touchdown. There we go. And that time it was on the corner route and just pinpoint accuracy by Julian Tyree to get that. And she walks into the end zone for a touchdown. There we go.
It was just a matter of time for Miss Kay Marion to get her first touchdown of the season. Congratulations to her, as you know, she's been quietly one of the best wide receivers in football. And hitting paid her to put her team on the lead. Is 16-14 with the extra point pending by Black. Kick is up and good as the Sioux Falls Sparrows take a 17-14 lead.
Well, partner, it's been back and forth all game, and
it
really
has.
Just a great, just fireworks all around. It looks like we might just destroy that over-under in the first half.
Probably, and coming off a week with these 2 quarterbacks combined for 3 touchdowns, 8 picks. Now they have 3 touchdowns and only 1 pick. Here in the first quarter and 30 seconds of play, we have only been playing for 11 minutes and 30 seconds. We already have 31 points on the board. Quintero, a couple of spin moves, gets to the 30-yard line, and Denver's going to try again. O'Shaughnessy, again, last week, he was more involved in the passing game, 56 yards, receiving, only 55 rushing, and right now it's working, so I don't think it's necessary for you to just change your game plan. You can still swing it to him.
You said it. I mean, you can just keep him involved, really.
Look for Ari Mills here on this play. Play action. Price checks it down to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy gets 4 on the play, and there it is. Just O'Shaughnessy being a threat in the backfield. That's a receiving target, just like Jerry McChesney was as well back in his glory days. 2nd and 6.
That's absolutely right. Just a threat no matter where Bailey O'Shaughnessy lines up because he can catch the pass and make you pay on the ground. So really just a threat back there.
4 wide receiver set is going to be O'Shaughnessy again from his running back spot. A couple of yards on this one. Good play by the Sioux Falls defense. O'Shaughnessy, Wade, was Mr. Irrelevant a few seasons ago. Drafted with the last pick and quickly turned into one of the best running backs in his rookie season.
Indeed, and really just making all those teams that passed him pay.
5'10", 203. And measurements for O'Shaughnessy. Price is going to throw it to Mills, and it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage on the play by Terrell Davis, the 2-time All-Star corner. And hey, we have a stop, Wade. 4th down.
There we go. I want to say Sioux Falls has done the 2 stops of this game, and really those last 2 plays, Sioux Falls really batting down the hatches, got the open field tackle, and then on that got the stop to force a 4th down. So great job by Sioux Falls defense.
Matty Wiseman is a punter for Denver, and she's gonna punt it away. It's a good one. AJ Levy will return it. Pass at 35, excuse me, to the 37-yard line. Always dangerous when Mr. AJ Levy returns either a kick or a punt, and Sioux Falls will have pretty decent field position.
Yes, and AJ Levy is absolutely an all-time great in the return category. A very good safety, but also just one of the best returners of all time.
5-time All-Star for AJ Levy last time in season 15. One of the OGs. As this is going to be a throw to GP Wells. GP Wells has some space. GP Wells pin move. And GP Wells has a first down as this rookie running back continues to create some damage. Again, round 1, drafted 3rd overall by Memphis.
And very much a dangerous threat every time GP Wells touches the ball right there. Got the big gain and just making people miss. Very slippery and just very compact. Doesn't let you wrap up very well. And you have to bring multiple defenders to bring him down.
3 wide receiver set. This time for Julian Tyree under center. A nickel defense here for the Nightwings. This is going to be a short throw to Al Dillapre Sr. And he's got 7 yards out of bounds. 2nd and short.
So far, it's looked like those out routes have been fairly open, although we have seen the defense almost get a jump on it and maybe take it the other way. So that is definitely something to look out for later on if maybe one of these defenses can spot that and recognize it and jump it.
And you have to also look out for A.J. Warren. No catches so far, but a very dangerous threat in his own. This pass is going to be caught wide open to the 33-yard line. And that is going to be, guess who? A.J. Warren, first down.
Someone heard you, and they targeted him. And there we go. Picked up the first down. You called it, and they saw him.
There you go, wide open in the out route. Obviously, probably the Denver defense keying on Dillapre Sr. and K. Marion especially, who got a touchdown on the previous drive. This time, A.J. Warren gets loose as this pass is going to be dangerous, but GP Wells has a good 5 yards on the play, and Roscoe Santegria just didn't commit enough. He could have had a pick 6. He was just playing that flats.
Josh Vasquez making a great tackle, open field tackle to stop that play, to limit it to a 2nd and 5 now, and really great job filling that gap and just stopping the play.
Going straight formation with 4 wide receivers. Tyree to throw, passes inside, the pass is going to be caught. Pass is going to be completed, and I think that's number 82, Noe Terrazas, with the first down.
Noe Terrazas, 6'6", 235, 5th season in the league, 5th season with Sioux Falls as well. And that time, the slant over the middle, caught it, picked up the first down, and now they're on the Denver, what was that, 12-yard line? Yeah, Denver 12-yard line, very much threatening.
Man, 6'6", 235, that guy is a biscuit away from being a tight end.
Yes.
High formation here for the Sparrows, 2 wide receivers, look for the quick out. As, there it is, quick out. 6-yard gain, 2nd down.
And they are exploiting the mismatches. You even, we're able to see it. When we see that mismatch, they're seeing it and recognizing Julian Tyree doing a great job spotting it and following through. Sometimes, some quarterbacks can get a little hesitant to do that, but not Julian Tyree today. Really targeting early and often, and it's paying off.
Great wide receiver set. And look for the slot guy on a post route here, as this is going to be a throw. There's a post route in his hole. As this time Mr. Adam Wiseman hurt me, and he was ready for that one.
Yes, he saw it and recognized it as well. And we said that it'll be just a point of contention for them to read and react and recognize those routes. And they saw it, read it, and Adam Wiseman knocked it down.
3rd and 4, the ball at the 7-yard line. A tricky situation here for the Sparrows as they're going to go with 4 wide receivers and a tight end. Tyree alone in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Tyree fires, and the pass is going to be caught off the deflection for a touchdown. Sioux Falls, A.J. Warren. Oh, man, that is very unlucky for Denver. But right on the spot is number 15, A.J. Warren for 6.
And that was A.J. Warren's second catch of the day, and none bigger than that right there. It looked like it was tipped and then caught on the tip. So what a heads-up play by A.J. Warren to make that heads-up play and come home with the 6-yard game. It was 6-point touchdown.
Man, Adam Weisman was ready again for that inside pattern. And I mean, he did his job. He doesn't get paid to catch the ball. It's good if he. And oh my God, this is blocked, and the Sioux Falls Sparrows offensive lineman blocked their own kick. Oh my goodness!
And it looked like it was a bad snap. He had to recover it, and then the long snapper got back there and blocked it. Oh no!
Wait, I've been in this league since season 3. I have never seen a self-block kick.
Yeah, he was trying to stalk to his holder, see if he was okay, but forgot to block.
Oh my goodness, this 1 point can loom huge weight. Now it's 23-14 as Quintero gets a couple of spin moves and gets to the 25. As we try to settle down after just a crazy couple of plays, Denver will have the ball midway through the second quarter. For Denver, I think they need to, involve some of the receivers just a little bit more. Adrian Ellis has not gotten a catch. Brian Murphy was brought in as more of a blocking tight end. But we need to see more production as Price throws it to Quintero, who's wide open for a slant, 9 yards.
I'm with you. If they can get one of these multitude of wide receivers involved, they can spread out the field and then chip in a tight end to maybe pass block or something, but they've got weapons all over the field. If they can involve them, they have a chance. And really, that blocked extra point is going to play huge, because you talked about earlier about most of these ball games being, one score ball games, and that, is the difference between a 1 point loss and a 1 point victory.
Yes, sir, absolutely. As it's going to be a handoff to O'Shaughnessy. 50. O'Shaughnessy to the 45 of Sioux Falls side of the field. Great blocking outside, Wade.
Absolutely. The line and all the blockers worked in concert right there, chipping in blocks, and that time got out to the outside, brought down, but great running by Bailey O'Shaughnessy to find the hole, and just great blocking up front.
Gonna be a 2-back formation as O'Shaughnessy's gonna get the handoff. He's gonna get probably about 1 on the play as the Sioux Falls defense converges on him. 2nd and 9 to go.
It was basically a black hole down there. Just ran right into the wall of Sioux Falls Sparrows defenders and brought down for 1 yard gain only.
I formation here for the Nightwings. Pass is going to be caught. Logan Keel gets about 5 yards on the play. It goes out of bounds. 3rd and 4.
Ooh, and that, they might want that back just to try to catch that inbounds and maybe take it up the field a little bit. But hey, picked up a few. Now it's a reasonable down in distance, but really, maybe kicking themselves in the foot to not be able to take that for more yards.
4 receiver set, single back formation for the Denver Nightwings. Price is going to throw it inside. The pass is going to be caught. Logan Keel is wide open again for a first down to the 29-yard line. And back we go with this offense is moving. Again, the over-under 45.5. And if we score a touchdown here, Wade, with, let's say, a converted extra point, we're going to get to 44 points already in the first half.
Yeah, and it's a very high-scoring game, and it's been a treat so far. And we'll see if they can blitz that over and under in the first half.
Price, pump fakes. The pass is going to be tipped around and incomplete, almost picked off, as Logan Keel was the intended receiver. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. And, Eric Price, has been pretty good so far, pretty effective, even though he does have that interception almost, through his second one of the day. He got lucky.
Indeed, and really, it was a very unfortunate drop by the defense, but hey, Eric Price has been picking his spots except for that one interception.
Look for O'Shaughnessy. Yep, there it is. O'Shaughnessy past the 25. And this is basically some sort of like a screen pass, like a swing route. The offensive linemen go to the left to create some blocking, and O'Shaughnessy runs behind them. The defense does a good job limiting to 6 yards.
Indeed, they did a great job open field tackling and stopping that play.
Look for Jeremy Mosley here in the slant route. Price to throw. The pass is going to be incomplete. Attempt intended to Bryce back. Actually, Mosley was pretty open in the middle of the field. A bad read by Eric Price, and it's going to be 4th down. Denver will have to settle for 3.
That was a great stand by Sioux Falls to force this into what could be a field goal attempt. It looks like it, yep. But great stand by Sioux Falls defense to force this field goal attempt and not allow the touchdown.
Matt Fennick will try to put it between the uprights. First field goal attempt of the day for him, the former Revolution player. The kick is up, and it is good from 40 yards out. And Denver again makes it a 1-score game.
And now it's a 6-point ball game, whereas, if Sioux Falls makes that extra point, we're looking at a 7-point ball game. So 2 field goals ties it. Touchdown pulls you ahead for Denver.
Yes, indeed, as Fennick will kick it away to Mr. A.J. Levy one more time. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Plenty of time for Sioux Falls to put a drive and get some points before the end of the half. As Levy will return it past the 20, past the 25, makes a spin move. It gets to the 28-yard line before getting tackled. What do you think, Wade? Do we see more GP Wells here?
I like to think we do because, we're slowly getting down to halftime, 3:55 left. So you would think they maybe would lean on GP Wells to try to milk some of this clock out and maybe go into halftime with up 6 points.
I would agree with that. 2 tight ends and another offsides penalty. GP Wells is going to get a handoff, pickup of about 2. So penalty is going to be accepted and it's going to be 1st and 5.
Yep, and so GP Wells, we kind of called it. We thought they might, and they did. So really looks like they're going to try to run this clock out.
An infraction by Marlon Marshall, 4th-year guy, all with Denver. 6'3", 280 defensive end. And the Sioux Falls Sparrows get 5 free yards. As Julian Tyree will have a similar formation. It's still a twin set near side, but now is going to be split backs. Pass inside is going to be caught to Noe Terrazas for a pickup of 3 yards, and it's going to be a 2nd and short.
I very well could be wrong, but I expect to see a lot of passes in the middle of the field, not as many perhaps to the sidelines, but I have been wrong before.
This is going to go to GP Wells here in the swing pass. There it is, as GP Wells is going to get a 1st down and veers out of bounds at the 43-yard line to stop the clock.
And one play in, I am wrong, so I called that. Good job.
To be honest with you, that's basically the only few times Sioux Falls has thrown it to the outside. It's just that kind of swing pass. Other than that, it's been mostly between the numbers. K. Marion did have that touchdown, though, on that deep corner route. 1st and 10, ball at the 43. Pass again to the outside is going to be Wells. And he's got about 5 on the play to make it a 2nd and 5.
And Ramos, I'm actually having a little technical difficulties. Please stand with me, friend.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 47-yard line. 2 wide receiver set. And the ball is going to go to GP Wells. And GP Wells has 3 yards. And it's going to make it a 3rd and 2.
And now we're back in. Yep, and that got it. Just didn't quite get to the 1st down. But, hey, now we're at the 2-minute warning, and they can continue to work.
Yes, they can. 2-minute warning. Sioux Falls 23, Denver 17. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Sparrows. With the ball right at midfield. We're going to call it the 49-yard line of Denver's side of the field here. This is going to be another 2 wide receiver set with 2 tight ends. 12 personnel. It's going to be a handoff. Wells yes, he can get to the sticks. On the tackle is number 53, Adam Wiseman. But the 5'10", 208-pound running back just out-muscles him for a first down.
Indeed, so far it's been a very good drive just to milk this clock, and now under a minute 40 remaining, they've done a great job to run it.
3 wide receiver set as Julian Tyree is going to throw the pass. Going to be outside for big yardage. All Dillapre Sr. to the 23-yard line. And the Sioux Falls Sparrows again are moving. First down.
And that was a great first down for them. They needed that, and now it sets them up in perfect field position to try to put some more points on the board and end up going into halftime up more.
Tyree to throw inside is going to be incomplete as Adam Wiseman has been all over that post route over the last couple of drives, including that pass deflection that eventually got caught by A.J. Warren off the tip. 2nd and 10.
It looks like Denver's defensive coordinator and scouts have really trained up Adam Wiseman today to really stop that play because, like you said, he has been all over it all day, it seems.
12 personnel again. That's 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Julian Tyree under center. Tyree will swing it to G.P. Wells. Has a lot of room. Past the 15. First down to the 11-yard line. And a beautiful drive right here, Wade. I mean, this drive started with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. We're down to 58 seconds. So Sioux Falls is doing a great combination of milking the clock and moving it down the field.
Absolutely, and picking their spots, when to run out of bounds, when to stay in bounds to milk the clock even more. And that time, great job to pick up the first down distance and then to squeak out of bounds just enough to make yourself on the Denver 11 and make it a first down. So 10 yards, you've got a first and goal and a whole nother set of downs.
2 running backs in the backfield with Tyree, who's in the shotgun this time. Tyree will throw the pass outside. It's going to be caught again to his receiver, Kay Marion. And she has her 4th catch of the day. 2nd and 4.
And she has been instrumental all day, getting that her first touchdown of the season, and right there picking up a big 6 yards to make it 2nd and 4 on the Denver 5. And now a whole playbook to choose from to get this touchdown.
Goal line set, I formation. Look for G.P. Wells here. Wells gets the catch, but you know who was watching for G.P. Wells? Rosca Santagria. Tackle for loss, and Sioux Falls will call a timeout.
Absolutely. Looked like they snuffed it out immediately. Rosca Santagria did, and that was exactly what they needed to make that open field tackle and stop G.P. Wells from getting in the end zone.
Again, one of those tricky situations, Wade. It's a 3rd and 6. The ball is at the 7-yard line, so you can technically, get a first down. Look for the corner route here, top of the screen. To Kay Marion. Tyree to throw. Goes inside. The pass is going to be incomplete as Terrazas cannot get both feet in bounds. This is going to be reviewed by the booth, I would think, just to be sure. But this is going to be a 4th down situation, and the booth is not going to take a look at this one, so Sioux Falls will have to settle for 3.
Yeah, and really, it's unfortunate that they didn't look at that, but it looked like they might have been out of bounds, so they might have got a really good look at it, so they didn't have to look at it again.
Yeah, on first glance, it did look out of bounds, to be fair, as this kick is almost blocked as the holder got killed right there, but the kick is good by Black, and Sioux Falls now leads 26-17.
And that makes it a 9-point game instead of the very easy to get ahead of 6 points, so it makes it a 2-score ball game.
Mr. Willie Beeman, who is the backup quarterback, got off the bench holding his clipboard to hold the ball, and he just got absolutely destroyed. Not something that you will expect of a holder, as this return by Riley Quintero goes to the 28, and Denver will have 40 seconds. Wait, so if they want to try to maybe throw the ball deep again to Logan Keel, for example, and try to get an explosive play, this is the time.
Absolutely. We saw it earlier. They went deep, and it paid off for them with that first touchdown of the ball game. And we'll see if Denver, wants to go lights out right here, or maybe just take it into the halftime and see what they can do.
I think they're going to run it outside with O'Shaughnessy here, Wade. See if they can get an explosive play right there. And there it is. O'Shaughnessy, yes, he's got an explosive play. Past the 50, past the 45, to the 43-yard line, and Denver calls a timeout. A great play.
Great play. You said it. And they also had 3 timeouts to work with, so they can afford to do that. And that was a great play to get out to the outside and then turn up the field off to the foot race, and the defense finally got to him. But really great job to hit that hole and just explode.
Just supreme blocking. Shout out to Brian Murphy, the number 2 tight end, number 86, the rookie, 6'5", 250, drafted in the 2nd round, as well as Jeremy Mosley, basically same size, but 6'3", and Ari Mills, the fullback. All 3 incredible, as O'Shaughnessy got a lot of yardage and a first down. Another heavy set here for the Denver Nightwings. They're going to run it again. O'Shaughnessy this time has nothing on the play. Tackle at the line, and they're going to go no huddle.
Ooh, I don't know if I'd go no huddle in this formation.
They do throw it here with Ari Mills, and he's going to be out of. Wait, both offenses really doing a phenomenal job with, the time on this previous 2 drives. Obviously, Sioux Falls got it more than 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 20 seconds, and got 3 points, and Denver is in a scoring position this time.
Absolutely, and it's really the clock management for both sides, like you said, has been phenomenal for them to be able to exploit the clock.
I formation for the Nightwings. 2 timeouts still for them, 3rd and inches, as this pass is going to go to O'Shaughnessy, and O'Shaughnessy gets the first down, gets a shoulder to the shoulder, and will be tackled at the 32-yard line. And even though they still have 1 timeout, Wade, I will not be shocked if they just go for the field goal here. And the reason why is because you don't want to get sacked and being taken out of field goal range. You don't want to, commit a holding penalty and be, sent back to the 45 or something. So I don't hate the call of going for 3 points.
I agree completely, and it looks like they do too, because you laid out a perfect case for it, and I tend to agree with you.
As this kick by Matt Fennick is going to go up, and it is good for 49 yards away. A tough kick by a tough kicker, Matt Fennick, as the Denver Nightwings score point number 20. And not easy to kick in these conditions, Wade. I mean, it feels like about 15 degrees right now. It's like kicking a rock.
Yes, it's cold. It hurts when you get tackled. Hurts when you just bump into someone. And those players on the sidelines not quite in the game yet are just wishing for a nice warm locker room to sit at halftime and get warmed up.
But they have to look out for this man, A.J. Levy, past the 20, past the 25, past the 30, and he is going to be corralled finally at the 38-yard line. That was close.
That was a dangerous return.
Dangerous return by a dangerous return, man. As we reach halftime, Sioux Falls leads 26-20 at home. Wade, we've seen fireworks here in the first half as we are already in the over, as the over-under was 45.5. And do you think that's going to continue for the second half?
I like to think so, although I'm going to guess we're going to see a lot of adjustments by these defenses as they don't want to repeat, but I have a feeling we might see a lot more fireworks.
A.J. Levy is going to return it again. This time it's going to be tackled at the 23-yard line. A really good play on special teams right there by number 81, Jared Battle. Not easy to tackle A.J. Levy one-on-one.
No, it is not. And a lot of special teams players can attest to that because A.J. Levy is one of the best.
He certainly left many dozens in the dust. in previous seasons. I formation here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Going to be another short pass to GP Wells, who's got a lot of room. Spin move, GP Wells first down and more. The 40 to the 50-yard line, and finally tackle out of bounds at the 48. This is so dangerous, man. I mean, when you have a back that can make a man miss in the open field and just scamper for 40 yards more, it is just lethal.
You said it, and that screen pass, he had a blocker out front. It was a great job by the blockers to really fill their assignments and spring GP Wells. Broke a tackle on the play, but really all the blockers worked in concert, and the passing game worked like a well-oiled machine right there. Perfect first down.
GP Wells already with close to 100 yards receiving. Rushing, though, it's not been too successful for him, as he's going to lose one more yard. On the tackle was big number 50, Biff Markham, 6'4", 280. Excuse me, not him. Gene Benassi, the three-time All-Star, 6'2", 341. That's a lot of man.
Yeah, that's a large human.
Julian Tyree is going to throw it this time. The pass going to go. Isaiah King the third. Kay Marion was the intended receiver, and she certainly had a good chance at it. It was not a 50-50 ball. It was more 60-40. But Isaiah King gets a huge hit, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
It was a 6'4" defensive back against a 6'6" wide receiver, and that time the defensive back forced the incompletion. Great job on the deflection.
Isaiah King is the tallest man in this defensive back at 6'4", as Julian Tyree is going to throw it inside, and the pass is going to be caught by Al Dilapre Sr. for a first down, and Julian Tyree's excellent day continues. 265 on the day, 2 touchdowns, and no picks.
And he looked what he saw what he did last week and just really worked on riding the ship, and that time this game so far has done it and has made Denver's defense pay a bit, and Sioux Falls offense has been firing like a beast.
His handoff is going to go to GP Wells for a pickup of 7 yards. Low-key one of GP Wells' best carries of the game, as he's been more lethal in the passing game. It's going to be a 2nd and 3. And Sioux Falls is again in Denver, close to Denver's red zone and in scoring position.
Yeah, and now they have to, they're firing from the heavy set.
It's a goal line set this time. Tyree to GP Wells. He's got a first down, and this time the spin move is not successful as Ruska Santagria makes the tackle at the 20-yard line. But either way, moves the chains, and GP Wells is over 100 yards receiving.
It was a phenomenal open field tackle right there by Ruska Santagria, because if he doesn't make that, GP Wells may still be running.
12 catches, 101 yards for GP Wells. Now this time in a heavy set. Strong power I formation. There's going to be a handoff. GP Wells with some blocking, and Ruska Santagria does a great job on rallying to the football. So does number 56, Marlon Marshall, and it's on a pickup of 1 yard.
So far, it's been an indicator that Denver's defense has made a few adjustments to be able to force, fairly decent drives so far, and Sioux Falls has to maybe come up with some trick plays to try to get going.
I formation power set. Julian Tyree is going to swing it out to GP Wells again. GP Wells again with a lot of room, and he's got a 1st and goal. And obviously, a lot of credit to GP Wells, Wade, but it's the game planning here for Sioux Falls that has just put the running back in a lot of open space.
You said it. I mean, they game plan perfectly to set up those outside passes that have sprung GP Wells on a few plays, and really the linemen are getting out there and getting ahead of him and really opening up lanes for him to run in.
I'll set the GP Wells catches to about 20 and a half. I mean, it's crazy as he's going to get another one here. GP Wells past the 5 to the 4-yard line. Finally tackled by Isaiah King III. And, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Wade.
Yeah, I mean, why fix it when, like you said, it ain't broke? It's working, and they're able to really run up and down the field on that same similar play, and it's working.
Split backs formation here, and it's going to be GP Wells with the handoff, and it's going to be a tackle for no gain on the play, as big number 94 Logan Mack at 6'3", 310 makes the tackle.
And they needed that. Sioux Falls looked like they were just going to run roughshod up here, but good run defense to make that stop, and now forces third down.
Look bottom of the screen, AJ Warren here, Wade, and a quick out route. Tyree to throw. That's Warren in the out route, and he's going to shy of the touchdown. What a great play by Ron Hoff, making the tackle at the 1, and decision time for Sioux Falls. I will kick the field goal personally, Wade. What do you think?
I'd kick the field goal as well. Take those points, the easy points. And on that play, it looked like, if Julian Tyree maybe throws that ball just a touch sooner, he might have a touchdown right there.
I do agree with that. Either way, a great job by Denver's defense. It's okay if you allow a catch, just don't get him in the end zone, as this kick is a chip shot from 17 yards and is good. 29-20. Sioux Falls now again with a 2-score lead.
Yeah, now we're back at that nine-point lead, and it looks like Denver going to try to, get a touchdown here, make it 1-score ball game again, and be able to put themselves ahead with 2 scores.
Fastel Black, the rookie, was a 3rd-round pick, 71st overall from Memphis. And it's going to be returned by Quintero from the 4-yard line to the 25. The special teams for Sioux Falls in the kick coverage has been great, as we take a look at the overall numbers, Wade.
Absolutely. The kick coverage has been phenomenal. Unfortunately, they had the one goof up where the long snapper might have blocked his own team's extra point and kind of set them back a little bit.
Strong eye formation here. And O'Shaughnessy is going to get a handoff. O'Shaughnessy with some room, and he's going to pick up a first down to the 36-yard line and move the chains.
It looks like Denver's going to keep feeding Bailey O'Shaughnessy, try to get him going, maybe put the load on his back, let him work a little bit, and they're sticking with it. That right there picked up a healthy chunk of yards, and now they're sitting on some pretty good territory, and it's 1st and 10 on the Denver 36.
On that replay, it looked like Biff Markham probably was held on the play. That was certainly on the fringes of it as we take a look at the updated numbers. 300 plus 300 yards for Sioux Falls so far in this game, as O'Shaughnessy is going to get the handoff, and O'Shaughnessy has some room. Finally making the tackle at the 45-yard line is number 24, I think it was, Jay Ringgold, the free safety, 8-year man, one-time All-Star, and it's a first down for Denver.
It was I would say, touchdown-saving tackle, because it looked like if he breaks that, he might still be on the races, and great job by Jay Ringgold to get that tackle.
I formation Mosley is a Y out on this play. The pass is going to be caught by O'Shaughnessy again. O'Shaughnessy tries to go inside to find some space, and is going to get about 3 yards on this one, make it a 2nd and 7. And Sioux Falls defense, Wade, other than that pass interception from Terrell Davis, they have not put in pressure on Eric Price yet, and it's been a pretty soft zone, but it has not been terrible.
Yeah, and they've definitely been able to, up until now, really stop that run.
R.A. Mills on the catch. R.A. Mills has a first down and 12 yards on this one, as Eric Price reaches 200 yards on the day, and it's a first down for Denver in scoring position.
They went to R.E. Mills, the fullback, getting involved later on in the ball game, and really they needed it and got the first down, and really it's going to set up a lot, because when you have to account for the fullback as well as the halfback, it really opens up your offense.
Yes, it really does. It's a first down and 10 with the ball at the 31-yard line. Strong power I formation as Sioux Falls has 8 players right there on the line. O'Shaughnessy doesn't care, and he's got 6 on the play. as Terrell Davis and company have to make a stop.
And again, they continue to lean on Bailey O'Shaughnessy. It's I think, a smart play because Bailey O'Shaughnessy likes to get involved a lot in the second half and really build momentum. And really, if they can continue to do it, they're only down 9 points, and it's fairly early in the second half, so they have time and they can really work with it.
Splitbacks formation here for the Nightwings in a 2nd and 4. It's going to be a handoff to O'Shaughnessy again, and it's going to pick up just one on the play as big number 44 on this one. It's going to be Derek Williams, the outside linebacker, second-year guy.
And now if Sioux Falls can maybe get a stop right here on 3rd and 3, they have a chance to force another field goal, but Denver wants to, get a first down so they can try to put some, 7 points on the board.
That's a quick out to Brian Murphy, first catch of the day for the number 2 tight end, rookie, 2nd-round pick. And just enough for a first down. A great play call, Wade. I mean, you just needed a yards, run a 3-4 yard out route, move the chains.
Absolutely. And you target someone that hasn't really been targeted today, and then it throws off the defense, and then that was exactly what they needed and pick up that first down.
I formation here for the Nightwings. 4-3 defense for the Sparrows. Going to be a handoff outside, and there is nothing there but a big Derek Williams again on the tackle. And Derek Williams, speaking about big people, 6'5", 260. He is just about a donut away from being a defensive end, Wade.
Indeed. An outside linebacker likes to get on that line and really force the issue on the outside, and that time did a great job run defense. And Sioux Falls' run defense on this drive has been kind of hit or miss, but on these past few plays, been doing a great job.
And I mean, check that. I mean, he does have the size to be at the end. 6'5", 260. That's a great 4-3 DN size, as this pass is going to be caught by Logan Keel. Logan Keel has a first down and plenty more to the 3-yard line, and he did a double move inside then outside. And I think he left Terrell Davis just completely in the dust, Wade.
He did, and it looked like just right there, just goes right out and just completely leaves the defender in the dust, and then picked up the solid gain, and now Denver 1st and goal on the Sioux Falls 3-yard line.
Terrell Davis is what we call a cluer as a corner, which is basically he plays mainly zone, maybe some man, but not press man. And he tries to jump the route and read the quarterback's eyes. And he got fooled on that one. So O'Shaughnessy will lose 3 yards on the play. A beautiful play again by, that's Ringgold, actually, the free safety. And it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And now Sioux Falls has to batten down and get this stop and force a field goal attempt instead of the touchdown.
Man-to-man coverage again here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. He's going to get killed in the backfield. Derek Williams has been absolutely incredible in this drive, and it's going to be 3rd and goal.
They have leaned on him this drive, especially near this goal line in the red zone. He's come up huge and come up with a few stops in the backfield, and now they are very much trying to punch it in.
Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers and a tight end. 3rd and goal. Bryce to throw inside is going to be shy of the end zone, and Bryce Battle try to reverse field to find some space, doesn't do it, and it's going to be just a 3-yard pickup, 4th and goal, and Denver will try to put 3 more on the board.
Denver just couldn't quite beat that cushion that Sioux Falls was showing them, and tried the little underneath route, couldn't quite turn it upfield to try to punch it in, but now they're going to try to settle for a field goal, and we'll see if they can convert it.
4th and goal at the 5, and the kick by Matt Fennett goes up, and it is good. From 22 yards away, Sioux Falls still leads, but now it's a 1-possession game again, 29-23. And, I mean, wait, if Denver can get a turnover, I mean, they have not got one yet. But this is a ball-hawking secondary. If they can get a turnover, put the offense in good field position, it's going to get really spicy.
Yes, it is. And you said Denver's defense very much ball-hawking. And Julian Tyree so far has played turnover-free football we'll see if they can continue that. And now, ooh, look at that, AJ Levy.
AJ Levy to the 32-yard line as he broke a tackle, but finally did get stopped by Skeeter Baja and company. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line as we take a look at Rosca Santagria, one of the main defensive players here for the Nightwings. Split backs formation. Julian Tyree is under center. Tyree will throw. The pass inside is going to be caught. Great play and a great catch as well. And that is going to be Noé Terrazas, number 82, with a catch in the first down.
And that was a catch in very dangerous territory. He caught that and was immediately leveled.
2 tight ends set, 2 wide receivers on this one. Tyree handed off to GP Wells, and GP Wells has probably a yard on the play as number 21, Josh Vasquez, a strong safety, 8-year guy, 6th year with the Nightwings, gets the tackle. And this is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 possession game. Sioux Falls leads 29-23. Don't go anywhere. This is the SFL on Twitch. Put your force and your 86 up in the chat, people, as we have 11 minutes left to play a split backs formation, 2 backs in the backfield and 2 wide receivers for Sioux Falls. And the ball off to, I think that's Cornelius. Yes, it is. Charmelaine Cornelius with his first carry of the day has 1 yard, 3rd down.
The beefy 6'2", 250 fullback, yeah, like you said, finally got involved. And, you know, never too late to get that fullback involved, and now they're going empty.
Yeah, and look for K. Marion here. 5 wide receivers set. In the shotgun. He's going to throw. The pass is deep. A post route, and it's going to be knocked away. And caught again off the deflection. How are they doing that? Aldila Presidio with a first down.
This Sioux Falls offense must just do tip drill every single day, because that's the second time they've had just the most wild tip drill catch. One for a touchdown, and right there, another one for, you know, what looks like almost a 30-yard gain.
Man, I mean, Josh Vasquez got up with one hand, deflected it. Rosca Santagria couldn't find the ball, but again, Johnny on the spot was there to make the first down as Wells gets 5 yards, and this is going to be a face mask, Wade. I saw Wells' head turn.
Yep. And it looks like they're going to tack on some more yards on this play.
Yes, they are. They're going to call it an incidental face mask penalty, but it's going to be a first down here for the Sioux Falls offense. And, wow, I cannot get over that play, Wade. I mean, that was incredible.
It was incredible. I mean, just the awareness and the eye-hand coordination to pick that up inches from the turf, just phenomenal play.
And check, that's not going to be a first down. He's about 2.5 millimeters shy of it. As GP Wells going to get a handoff, and he's not going to get a first down. A great stop right there by big number 99, Hugo Reynosa. 2nd-year guy with the Nightwings, 4th overall. 2nd and inches.
Big stout run defense right there by Denver, and they needed it because Sioux Falls has just marched right down the field on them.
He's going to throw again. Julian Tyree has GP Wells. Wells with a first and to the 9-yard line as Rosca Santagria delivers the boom. And Julian Tyree is 33 of 39 passing and has not, committed a turnover, which is great progress for him.
Absolutely, and he needed that. Last week had kind of a week to forget, and this week having a completely different game.
1st and goal. The ball at the 9-yard line. Under center is Julian Tyree with the backfield. The pass going to go outside, wide open. It's going to be a touchdown for Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls
Noé
needed
Terrazas.
that. Yeah, Noé Terrazas got that, caught it, touchdown, and now Sioux Falls up again. up 12, looking to make it 13 after the point after. And Sioux Falls definitely firing the fireworks, popping them off in the second half. And Denver just hasn't really had much of an answer.
That is correct. And here's a little nugget here. If the kicker says to Black and Capuntas between the uprights, 36-23 will be a scorigami in the NFL. That score has never happened in the NFL. 36-23. I'm not sure if it's happened in the SFL, but we also may have a SFL scorigami on our hands as the point is good. And a 13-point lead for the Sioux Falls Sparrows now.
Yes, it's just been a day that Sioux Falls has been leaning on really their entire offense because they've been able to involve just about everybody. I can't remember if they've really been able to get Caesar Ackerman going, but hey, just about every player on Sioux Falls offense has been involved.
Yeah, Caesar Ackerman has been quiet. I mean, he's done a really good job in the blocking as Riley Quintero tries to get some space by reversing field and gets none. He's going to be tackled at the 22-yard line. But, Caesar Ackerman, he's a rookie. He's a guy who was brought in, to add depth to this receiving core. Sioux Falls did not have a tight end last year. So, obviously, trying to implement one and just trying to ease him into the offense. First in some blocking duties, and I'm sure they're going to give him the ball later on this season. This is going to be a 2 wide receiver set for the Denver Nightwings. They're going to give the ball to O'Shaughnessy. Going to get absolutely destroyed in the backfield for a loss of 3 yards. As Strongbow points at him and says, "Don't come my way."
Yeah, Jason Strongbow, the rookie, 4th-round pick, getting back there and just destroying people, destroying lives back there.
And he stared at them right there where he was laying on the ground. And unlike the SFL, we do not have those taunting penalties, folks. So that's all good and well. As this pass going to go deep by Price, and it's going to be incomplete, knocked away by Jay Ringgold, as Ari Mills was the intended receiver on the deep post route. No dice, and it's going to be 3rd and 13.
In the second half, Sioux Falls defense has been a whole nother beast because the first half, Sioux Falls gave up numerous points, and in the second half, I want to say only giving up 3 points.
If you think it's cold, do you look at that? Do you see that? It's absolutely freezing here. As Eric Price going to throw it deep, and Eric Price has a receiver there. And Logan Kill goes to the 30. Logan Kill to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Nightwings.
And there it was. We saw that earlier, and now it's very eerily similar to that play earlier where we saw Logan Kill get behind the defense, and right there, the corner route got right behind it. The defender went up to try to knock that ball down, but Logan Keel took it to the house, off to the races, and beat everybody. Touchdown. And now Denver very much back in this ball game. We had said Sioux Falls defense was shutting them out pretty much, and now they're back in it.
Logan Keel saw what Vin Calia did against the Aztecs earlier on in the day, and he did not want to be bested by him, as Logan Keel now has over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, this longest one of 82. And Fennec puts the extra point, and it's 36-30.
We've got ourselves a old-fashioned ball game on our hands.
Yes, that we do. I mean, the lines provided by Jack's Data had Sioux Falls as a 7-point underdog. They're leading by 6. Certainly a good job by Sioux Falls here at home. At home. Leading by 6 so far. As Matt Fennec is going to kick it away to Mr. A.J. Levy. From the 2. Levy already past the 20 and to the 23-yard line as Brian Murphy and company make the stop. And for Sioux Falls, 7:36 left in the game. Wade, I will think they will involve GP Wells even more in this one. Try to milk the clock. Obviously, if they can at least score a field goal to make it again a 2-possession game, that will be best for him. But just try to work this clock.
Definitely, I'm with you. The more they can evolve them and run this clock down, the better.
Great wide receiver set for Tyree. Look for the post route here, folks. It's going to be a quick out, and his pass is intercepted. past the 20 and to the 14-yard line. Man, what did we say a couple of drives ago? Denver ball hawking secondary, just a matter of time, and Julian Tyree throws it to number 35, and Denver's in scoring position.
Yeah, and it looked like they went to the well maybe a little too often on that out route, and they read it right there, and Roscoe Santagria took it and took it up the field, and now Denver very much in the realm of scores and can put themselves ahead here.
And shout out to number 49 free safety Peter Mitchell, who is the backup safety. He bumped the receiver, which is legal because he was inside 5 yards. Santagria got the interception as Mosley has this catch, and 5 yards to the 9-yard line is going to be 2nd and 5.
And now Sioux Falls defense has to really get back on the field, get the quick hit from the oxygen mask, and now they're back on it in this cold ball game.
Yes, that they do. Look for the quick slant here. And this is going to be Eric Price, going to be sacked. Nobody was open, and the Sioux Falls Sparrows get the quarterback behind the line. That's James Kelly, the defensive end, 5 years old with the Sioux Falls Sparrows, 6'4", 282, 3rd and 12.
That's exactly what they needed. Now it's setting them back in 3rd and 12. So really they have to do something that picks up some pretty big yards.
Look for the deep post route here, trying to get to the end zone. Eric Price play fakes. The pass going to go to O'Shaughnessy, and he does not make a guy miss as he gets put down quickly at the 16-yard line, and Denver will have to settle for a field goal. Great defensive series here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. They actually made the Denver Nightwings go backwards 2 yards, but Denver can make it a 3-point game with this.
Yes, the Sioux Falls had the opportunity to get the stop. They made it. Great open field tackle by the defense, and now Denver trying to put 3 on the board.
The field goal is up and good for Denver, and it's going to be 36-33. Matt Fennick puts it between the uprights. 4 of 4 in field goals. And again, Wade, we talked about the extra point that was blocked. That could be the difference. It's just a 3-point game instead of a 4-point game.
Indeed. Yeah, that 1 point is going to play huge. You said it earlier on that a lot of these games in the SFL come down to 1 score, and it's looking like it again. And now we've got ourselves a barn burner on our hands.
That we do. 5:55 left in the game. AJ Lee yard line and gets tackled right there. And we'll see if Julian Tyree just got a little bit gun shy because of that interception, or if he's just going to try to shake it off and try to redeem himself. Again, 13 years in the league, 1-time All-Star back in 10 for the quarterback, Julian Tyree. 2 wide receivers. I think they're going to hand it off at least on first down here to GP Wells. There it is. GP Wells is going to get a handoff and is going to get 3 on the play as Hugo Reynosa makes the stop, and it's going to be second and 7. Excuse me.
Yeah, you called it the run on first down, and I kind of expected that as well. Just to, if anything, just run as much clock out as you can, because you do not want to leave Denver's offense much time at all to work with. And it really, if Sioux Falls can run as much as they can, they're going to be in a better spot for it.
Power I formation. Julian Tyree is going to check it down to GP Wells, and GP Wells does not make a man miss. He tried to make a juke move on Roscoe Santagria, and Santagria has seen this move way too many times here in this game. Makes the tackle, and it's going to be a huge 3rd and 2, Wade.
Yeah, they're huge 3rd and 2, and that was just another great open field tackle by this defense.
Power formation, 22 personnel. Handoff. GP Wells does not get in for a first down as the Denver Nightwings clamp down as Igor Barbatov and company make the stop. It's going to be 4th and 1, and Sioux Falls will have to punt it away.
Yep, punt it away, and now Denver's offense is going to get it back with over 4 minutes left in the ballgame, so they, vice versa, can run the clock out and try and pull ahead with a touchdown, and try to work it out to where they don't leave Sioux Falls offense with much time to remain on the clock.
This is Sammy Prefontaine's first punt of the game. As this goes away, and it's going to be fair caught by Riley Quintero. Hang time of 4.2, a pretty good punt to the 29-yard line. Denver Wade just needs a field goal to tie this one and force overtime. They still have 4 minutes and 11 seconds, so that's a world of time with 3 timeouts.
Absolutely. I mean, shoot, they could possibly fit in 2 drives on here. Denver getting one and Sioux Falls getting one, so who knows how with all that time left on there.
Look for the quick slant route here for the Night Wings. As there it is, a quick slant route, and Quintero has a catch close from being intercepted, and I wonder if that's going to be defensive PI. A lot of contact in the middle of the field. No. Oh, my. That's going to be an illegal block in the back by Logan Keel. I think, you can call it clipping, you can call it offensive pass interference. They're going to call it a clip. And this is a huge penalty because Denver, instead of having about 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, will now have 1st and 17 yards to go.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the offense, but hey, this is an explosive offense. We've already seen them rip off 2 huge passes already today.
1st and 17 at the 23, 4 wide receivers for Price. Price going to throw it deep. Price has his man, and it's going to be incomplete. What a job right there by the Hall of Famer A.J. Levy, coming out of absolutely nowhere. And if he misplays the ball, Wade, that's 6 points for the Night Wings.
Absolutely, because we have seen them run something similar to that play already in this ballgame a few times, and it's paid off huge for Denver. And that time, A.J. Levy was not fooled and stopped that play.
Look for the deep post right here to Ari Mills. I will not be shocked if they try to go with him. The pass is going to go to Bryce Battle, though. It's going to be caught for a pickup of about 11 yards, making it a 3rd and 6. And Bryce Battle has 3 catches. Good play, Wade, to make it a more manageable 3rd down. I mean, if it was 3rd and 17, then that's too much to ask. But 3rd and 6, still manageable and doable.
Absolutely. In that time, just kind of the slant really busted the zone, caught it, and maintained a good gain on the play.
Shotgun formation. Price to throw. The pass going to be shy, and Quintero does not get a 1st down. Oof. They're going to rule it just shy, 4th and inches. And, oh man, if I am the Denver coaching staff, I'm challenging this one. Even if it's just to think about it, they're just going to leave the offense on the field, though. Heavy set. Price changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Is this to O'Shaughnessy? Is this to Ari Mills? It's Ari Mills, and Ari Mills has a 1st down. 7 yards.
The defense was even expecting run with the 4-4 defense play call, but that time they went right up the middle and picked up the 1st down. That's exactly what they needed, and now Denver continues to march down this field on their own 46-yard line. We'll see what they can do to string this drive together.
Ari Mills is one of 4 players here in the Denver Night Wings who've been in the All-Star game. He made it in season 16 as Bailey O'Shaughnessy. Sorry, excuse me. I just got too excited. O'Shaughnessy goes to the 31-yard line. That was quick. I mean, he was just shot out of cannon to the outside. I was looking at Ari Mills' information here. And the blocking again. Wait, I mean, this outside run has been incredible as Brian Murphy, the tight end, does a great job in the blocking.
Absolutely. These blockers have done a great job to really set that edge and spring Bailey O'Shaughnessy to the outside. Like you said, shot out like a cannon.
There's 9 players in the box for Sioux Falls. The pass is going to go to big gain, 9 yards into the almost the red zone for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. For the Denver Night Wings. And wait, from this spot, they at least have the tie pretty much secured. They do want to get ahead, though.
They do indeed, and that time he stayed in bounds, and it was, I mean, could be a blessing or a curse depending on how this ball game ends, but, clock continues to run.
9 players in the box. O'Shaughnessy does not get the first down. A great defensive play by the Sioux Falls defense as a couple of players converged right there, including number 97. That's Zeke Zimmerman, the backup defensive tackle, number 3 in the depth chart behind Dobbins and West. 3rd and inches.
Yep, and we'll see if they can convert this first down right here.
It's going to be an outside handoff. O'Shaughnessy gets the edge first and play forward to the 10 line, to the 4. First and goal, and it's a 2-minute warning. Denver 4 yards away from taking the lead. 36-33, the Sioux Falls Sparrows clinging into a lead.
And they've gotten that outside run going again. It picked up the first down, and now they're very much threatening.
That they are. Now, it's the other way around, Wade, in which Denver has to be thinking of milking the clock just a little bit, just to not give enough time to Sioux Falls to score. A little bit of a cat and mouse game, as it's going to be an I formation for Eric Price and company. Handoff to O'Shaughnessy is going to be tackled just at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
What do you do here, partner? Do you try to keep leaning on Bailey O'Shaughnessy, maybe throw him out on a little screen play or a swing pass, or do you try to pound it up the middle, probably maybe go outside?
Definitely an option, but they're going to go 4 wide receivers. Look for the quick out route, bottom of the screen, to Quintero. Price, hard counts. Price to throw, checks it down to O'Shaughnessy, and O'Shaughnessy is going to be tackled right there at the line one more time. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 4. Logan Keel, 216 yards so far, 2 scores. And 3rd and goal, Wade, man, this is tough. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I maybe go to the middle of the field, try to test that middle down here in the red zone.
Nickel set here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Handoff. O'Shaughnessy goes nowhere. Absolutely blown up in the backfield is Nick Fargo, who is arguably, even though A.J. Levy is a player in this defense, is arguably the best defensive player of the Sioux Falls Sparrows, 6-time All-Star, and makes a huge stop. Denver with the field goal here is going to go up and good, and we have a tie ball game, Wade, 36-all.
Yes, we do have a ball game, brand new ball game. Might as well be first quarter. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. But seriously, we have a brand new ball game, and now only 28 seconds left for Sioux Falls to maybe try to put themselves back ahead in this ball game with the lead.
36-36. That was the end of regulation in the Bills-Chiefs game a week ago in the playoffs, as A.J. Levy is going to return this one past the 20 and to the 22-yard line. And now another question, Wade, what do you do if you're Sioux Falls? Do you try to win it here in regulation, or just give it to G.P. Wells and go to overtime?
I'm going to try to win it. I'm going to try to march down the field, at least get in field goal range, but I'm going to be a little more risky in going downfield.
I think they're hearing you, and I think Coach McGee is listening as well, as they go 4 wide receivers. Tyree to throw, the pass middle of the field is going to be caught by Marion. It's going to get about 7 yards, and Sioux Falls calls a timeout, so they're definitely trying to win it here in regulation. They just need to get in field goal range here, Wade, and Sastel Black, the rookie, could have a huge responsibility. They need to get it to about the 33-ish yard line for him. So, probably about 37 yards away, yeah. Empty set for Tyree. Tyree to throw, pass middle. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be the tight end, Cesar Ackerman, first catch of the day for him. And Sioux Falls calls their second timeout.
Yeah, first catch, but hey, none bigger time than now. And really, at this point, they've got 1 timeout left. I have to think they need to be getting, out routes, getting out of bounds so that they don't run this clock out.
Either that or just try to throw it deep. Look for A.J. Warren again on a quick out. Speaking about out routes, shotgun formation. Tyree, pass. And yes, that is A.J. Warren on the out route, but what a great tackle right there by the inbounds as Hoff makes the stop. And Sioux Falls is going to have to burn their last timeout with 3 seconds left. I do think they got in Hail Mary range, Wade. It's right there on the borderline. It's a 57-yard prayer from here.
Yep. Yeah,
welcome
and
you.
they can just throw it up, say a prayer, and see if they can bring it down. If not, hey, we'll go into overtime, tied up at 36.
Sorry to cut you off as we welcome you, of those who watched the DC Dragons and the Lone Star Glories absolute track meet. 52-41 the score on that one. We are tied at 36 here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And Julian Tyree is going to try a Hail Mary, and he's going down. Absolutely unblocked is going to be number 49, Peter Mitchell, who had a great play just about a couple of drives ago. He bumped a receiver, which led into an interception. And it's the end of regulation, 36-36. And the Denver Nightwings will have the coin toss again.
And I love our overtime rules. Sudden death. So, first team to score, we got ourselves a winner.
And the first team that will receive the ball is going to be the home team, the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Each team gets 2 timeouts here in the overtime period, folks. And even though it's the regular season, we have to declare a winner. There are no ties in the SFL as Matt Fennick puts it away to A.J. Levy. Can he make something special? A.J. Levy past the 20, past the 25, and is going to be corralled at the 26-yard line. We take a look at the updated numbers. The total yards, close to 900 yards total in this game. Passing yards are pretty much dead equal, as well as the average yards per play. First and 10. I formation here for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. 2 wide receivers. Julian Tyree is under center. Tyree to throw. Pass to the outside. It's going to be picked off by Ron Hoff. And the Denver Nightwings are already in scoring position.
That is the worst possible moment for Sioux Falls to get this turnover. And look at that. Denver's defense played a completely different second half than what they played in that first half, and now they got themselves tied up late in the fourth, and now their defense could be the turning point for this ball club.
They're going to throw it here, I think, Wade, with 4 receivers. Look, top of the screen on an out route. The corner is on an island. It's going to be a play action pass. Middle, that's going to be picked off and being returned. That's A.J. Levy past the 40 to the 42-yard line, and Sioux Falls has life.
And the legend himself, A.J. Levy, gets that huge interception right there, and they needed it because Denver's offense was in very dangerous territory, and now Sioux Falls gets the ball right back, and they're definitely in a territory where they can do some damage.
Oh my goodness, Wade, they were already in field goal range. I mean, it was a long field. It would have been a long field goal for Fennick, 49 yards out, but they were already in scoring position. I'm shocked they didn't give the ball to O'Shaughnessy at least once, as we're going to have 3 wide receivers. Tyree to throw, checks it down. Cornelius has the ball, and Adam Wiseman puts him down after a pickup of only 1 yard. And after both of these quarterbacks only threw 1 interception each in the first 44 minutes of play, in the first 25 seconds of overtime, each have a pick.
Yes, it's been a very strange overtime period so far, Ramos, and now Sioux Falls has to do something to put some points on the board. They just need some points, that's all.
That's it. 4-4 defense here for the Nightwings. G. Wells has some space, and he's going to pick up 5 yards. As you said, any points means the end of the game. Sioux Falls, roughly about, I will call it 18 yards away from being in scoring position. As we take a look at Josh Vasquez, biggest third down of the game so far, 3rd and 4. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. They're going to hand the ball off to Wells, and he's going to go nowhere. 4th and 3, and Denver will get the ball back. One Mississippi has been outstanding in run support.
Yes, indeed, one Mississippi has been great so far, and really Denver's defense did a great job that drive to really limit Sioux Falls to nothing. I mean, seven yards right there, and now Denver are going to be able to get the ball back and try to put some points on the board. Just need 3. That's all it takes to get a win.
Sammy Prefontaine's second punt of the game is almost blocked, as Riley Quintero is going to field this one, and it's going to bring it back to the 15-yard line. Denver will have it right there at the 15, trying to get at least a field goal. And, I mean, I don't know what to think of this offensive drive here for Eric Price and company. Does he get gun shy because of the pick?
I mean, stranger things have happened. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it scared him off a little bit.
Power eye set. It's going to be a throw. That's going to be O'Shaughnessy, and he's going to be destroyed in the backfield. Again, Jay Ringgold is going to tackle him for a loss of 1 yard, and it's going to be 2nd and 11.
And now Denver's offense needs to get something going because they're in a scary place, especially for a turnover here. But if they can get something going, at least get out of this territory, they're going to be in a better spot because this is just dangerous territory back here.
Press man-to-man coverage is going to be an outside run. O'Shaughnessy with some room. O'Shaughnessy past the 30, past the 40, to the 45, and finally pushed out of bounds right there at the 45-yard line. A great recognition right there, Wade, by the Denver Nightwings. They put 2 twins on the right side of the formation. Man-to-man coverage, that meant the left side was completely wide open.
Yes, they had that mismatch, and they read it to perfection. And again, surprise, surprise, the outside run springs for a huge gain. And now, Bailey O'Shaughnessy, 20 attempts, 54 yards on the ground today.
4 receivers. That's Jeremy Mosley near side. The pass goes to Mosley. Past the 45 of Sioux Falls, side of the field, past the 40 and to the 39. It's a first for the Nightwing. Denver about 5 yards away from being in scoring position, and they've been in this place before, Wade, here in overtime. They threw a pick. I will think they will give the ball to O'Shaughnessy, at least here on first down.
Indeed, the old reliable Bailey O'Shaughnessy, get him going, at least pick up maybe a first down. Hey, just all they need is a few yards to get in field goal territory, and then they can at least put the try on and try to win this game.
Denver has not been in the lead ever since the game was 14-10. Way back in quarter number 1. Eric Price throws it to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy gets 3 yards. And wait, that's pretty much like a run play. That's like a long handoff.
Indeed, yeah, it's almost like that outside run minus, a few yards, considering that outside run's been so productive today. But hey, they got a few yards, just enough to put them close to field goal territory, and now they're going to try to.
Price checks it down to O'Shaughnessy, and O'Shaughnessy is going to be blown up in the backfield for a loss of 4 yards. That's going to be I think that's the linebacker number 55, Cade Bailey. He is the number 2 outside linebacker, or number 3 outside linebacker in this defensive set. And it's going to be 3rd and long, and Denver will have to throw it here. 4 wide receiver set. Eric Price from the shotgun. Price throws in middle. The pass is caught by Logan Keel. First down.
You have to think, at this point now they're firmly in field goal territory, so I would expect them to at least try to put the 3 points on the board and walk away with a victory here.
And what was the matchup, Wade? Logan Keel against Terrell Davis. We saw that all game long. And they're listening to you. This is Matt Fennick's side of the hash mark. Right-footed kicker on the right hash mark. That's exactly what you want. From 36 yards away, Matt Fennick's kick is up, and it is good! The Denver Nightwings go 2-1.
Yep, Brandon Perna got the hold down. They got it up, and it was good. So now Denver, what about that? How about that second half for the victory?
The Denver Nightwings just absolutely steal a road win after Sioux Falls was leading all the way. And guess what, Wade? It was the extra point. It was that blocked extra point. That was the difference. Thanks to that, we got overtime. And the Denver Nightwings, after a wild game, get the 3-point win. Your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. You said it, partner. That blocked extra point was ultimately the decider of the game. You said it early that a lot of SFL games are decided by ultimately one possession, and that this game was no exception. And that missed extra point, the blocked extra point, played huge, and Denver got the victory on the back of a huge team effort. Bailey O'Shaughnessy came up huge on those outside runs to break off numerous giant gains, and that set them up to get this victory tonight.
Just absolutely incredible. Logan Keel is my
Yeah, I have to agree. Logan Keel was huge that game. Those two giant plays where he ripped off like end-to-end runs, and now they get the victory. And those two plays, 14 points, you have to think were giant in the game, and also the interceptions by late on in the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Logan Keel obviously had the two very, but he also had that catch in overtime that set up this game-winning field goal by Matt Fennick, who went 6 for 6 today, by the way, in field goals. Black, not too shabby, 3 of 3. As we take a look at the rest of this highlights, that's O'Shaughnessy with a huge carry. Shaughnessy, low-key came to life in the second half and in the overtime period after being quiet in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Using him as a kind of a workhorse. The more he gets involved, the better he gets. And today was no exception because kind of started off slow, but then slowly worked his way into a giant snowball and ended up with 154 yards on the day.
It's AJ Levy's interception here in the overtime period. Eric Price threw the ball in quadruple coverage. This play was huge, though. O'Shaughnessy on the left sideline. Great blocking by the offensive line as we take a look right there on the replay at Randy Fatt III with a key block, the rookie, 6th overall pick. And that helped for sure to put the game-winning field goal. Your player of the game is Logan Keel, 8 catches, 236 through the air, and 2 touchdowns for Wade Phillips. I was Ramos Lynn. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League. Final score is Denver 39, Sioux Falls 36. We'll send it back to SFL Studios for analysis and what's next after these messages. Stay tuned.